This is actually a funny analogy. You see how behind me there's a green screen? The green screen in this analogy can be considered like the creator. The creator, the infinite potential from which everything arose, including cause and effect. So, when you talk about the creator, you have the moldable creation, infinite energy. By the way, it's invisible, it's magical. So people say, where did we come from? Big Bang. Well, what did the Big Bang come from? Some deity. There's a magical aspect to our universe. It's the causal world. It's the invisible, magical, formless potential from which I arose as a mind, a soul, a body, a heart. It's from where this Coke arose, all right? It's from where everything comes from. It's from the infinite potential. And since everything came from it, and it was one, so to speak, that's why we call God one. That's why He's the source. To worship God is just to acknowledge the source. What happens is everything came from it. So we all have the same source. But a lot of people are unsure. They think that, okay, just because something was created, that source like died to create this, and now we're like gonna die out. But see, source is eternal. There's infinite of it, so it can make yet remain infinite. It's magic, and that's the heart and soul of our world is magical, mystical, magical, creative. So here we are. Everything you see, from your computers to the animals to the plants to the people to the air to the minds to the souls to the emotions to the unseen occult world, demons, angels, posters, headphones, chips, everything is literally a creation of the infinite realm, and the infinite realm never died. So it was just creating and not losing any more of itself because it's infinite of it. Infinite means never ending. Okay? So that's where we all started. That's who we really are, because how can you be something now if you once weren't it? You see, that's what you really are. What you are now is a creation of it. Okay? Now, of course, creation has powers, so you can choose to do something. You can walk somewhere, you can say something, and think something, and feel something. Um, and that's totally fine. That's part of the creation. But it's important, no matter how far we stray from the source, that we remember that the source is the creator of this. So the creation is a creation, a manifestation, an extension of the unlimited invisible source. And therefore, everything in our world is actually that. So you want to talk about truth. People think truth is some set in stone you have to align with thing. But really, it's just as unbounded and infinite as the original source itself. This is why sometimes things don't make sense. If something was truly concrete, wouldn't it always make sense? But things don't make sense sometimes because people are confused. They're thinking truth is some concrete thing, or they've bought into the lie that truth is concrete. No. Truth is infinite. Truth is truly like a air thingy moving around, like a consciousness field. And everything that's physical is a creation from that magical, invisible, causal realm. So if you want to know how to use this all practically, you have to start applying it. Start worshiping your creator. Acknowledge that there is a source. That's one source that everything arises from. You have to not only just acknowledge it, but you can start correcting your mind. Go back to that infinite, boundless state and realize really nothing has to be any way. There is no need for anything to be a certain way. The only thing that needs to be is that infinite potential field, because it's infinite. It's unbounded. It's all that there is in the uncreated world, in the source. And so, because of this, it's important to be and identify with that and realize that everything does not have to be anyway. Anything is going to change. Anything can change at any moment. So don't be, too worried about anything, because nothing needs to be anyway. Anything you can put your mind to can happen. This is a nice thing, but it's also a bad thing in its own ways. Anything you can put your mind to can manifest. So careful where you put your attention. Don't just worry about achieving stuff. Worry about not focusing your spiritual attention on stuff that you don't want to manifest. Don't be focusing on things you don't want to manifest. But the root in everything is that the mind is a creation. It has power. Everything is made of the infinite potential itself. And or at least it has the traits of it. So anything can change. And you are completely responsible for what you do. And yeah, the source is not set in stone. Anything can change. Nothing has to be a certain way. Thank you for watching.